In summer, the upstairs rooms in this house were much hotter than the downstairs. In the winter, they were colder. The owners were paying higher energy bills, and the furniture was collecting more dust than usual. Maybe you have some of these problems in your home.
Aeroseal of Northeast Ohio presents the Aeroseal Duct Sealing System with Jim Engler.
Hi, I'm Jim Engler. You may have seen me on TV or home improvement shows right here in Northeast Ohio. I alert homeowners to potential problems in their homes and show them how to fix those problems. One of the biggest problems that I see is leaky ductwork. Unfortunately, it's also a problem that you may not think about because you don't see your ductwork, and yet it has tremendous impact on your home's comfort, air quality, and your energy bills.
All the ductwork really is just a series of seams and rivets that hold this ductwork together, but there's no sealant that's existing in the ductwork.
The whole principle behind the ductwork is to deliver conditioned air to the house. And when there's a lot of holes in it and gaps, we just don't get the air to the places in the home that we need it to.
If you don't seal your ductwork, you're going to continue to lose that air, be uncomfortable, and it'll cost you a lot of money.
In the summertime, our house was hot, and in the wintertime, our house was cold. We had dust all the time, and our utility bills were sky high.
We had an imbalance of room temperatures. We always had trouble heating and cooling the rooms farthest away from the furnace.
What is the point of having a home, a beautiful home, and not being comfortable within it? What is the value of that? There's no value in that at all.
Aeroseal is the first and only ducted sealing system that can seal the entire unit from top to bottom.
Aeroseal is a complete ductwork inspection, analysis, and servicing company. Aeroseal uses scientific evaluation to determine the proper solution for the individual needs of the homeowner.
The Aeroseal technology uses a fan to blow small, dry, adhesive particles into the temporarily blocked duct system. The particles move through the ductwork, and as they approach a hole, the air is forced into a space as it tries to escape the ductwork. The particles stick to the side of the hole, and as more and more particles repeat the same action, the hole is filled.
Aeroseal will fill up 100% of the leakage within your ductwork. It's not limited to what's behind the drywall. It's not limited to what's behind the refrigerator. All of the ductwork gets 100% sealed, as opposed to a manual system which allows you to do only what the eye can see.
It's very, very expensive to operate heating and air conditioning equipment with leaky ductwork. 20 to 40% is lost just with that leaky ductwork. If you're uncomfortable in your home, the first thing you're going to do is go to your thermostat and turn it up or turn it down. That's the energy penalty as well.
Leaking ducts is a serious national problem that affects both older and newer homes. Finding an answer to leaky ductwork is so important that the Department of Energy and the Environmental Protection Agency, with the help of electric utilities, funded research to find a solution. This led to the discovery of a revolutionary way to seal the ductwork from the inside out, which is what the Aeroseal process is all about.
Aeroseal uses this technology to make fixing leaky ductwork easy, fast, effective, and completely non-invasive.
Well, I think the main advantages of having the Aeroseal done is that I didn't have to disturb anything in the living quarters. I didn't have to disturb the drywall. It's simply a process of plugging the leaks from the inside of the ducts.
The Aeroseal duct sealing system effectively seals your home's ductwork from the inside using a UL-tested and approved sealing material. It's clean, safe, and guaranteed for 10 years. You'll see immediate energy savings and a noticeable improvement in home comfort. For a free Aeroseal ductwork analysis, call Aeroseal of Northeast Ohio at 440-269-8282.
Most houses that are heated through forced air heat have a furnace. Once the furnace is turned on and heated to a certain temperature, the system has a blower that blows that warm air throughout the entire house through a system of ducts. Those ducts, once they become leaky, have a tendency to leak all that warm air throughout different points of the house. So Aeroseal is a system that in turn stops those gaps and cracks with the sealant to ensure the heat getting to those specific rooms much faster and more efficiently. The cooling process is very similar to that of a furnace. If the house has very leaky ductwork, the cold air that's run through the system has a tendency to leak out of those cold, drafty spots of the ductwork. People typically call Aeroseal because they have a few problems. If they have a lot of dust in their house or poor indoor air quality, that could be a problem with leaky ductwork. If people call us because they can't seem to get their rooms at the same temperature as other rooms, they have inconsistent temperatures in rooms, that can be leaky ducts. If they have high energy bills, it could be a product of leaky ductwork.
Homeowners have tried other methods to resolve the problem.
The problem that we had in the wintertime was that our upstairs bedrooms were very cold at night. Before we went to bed, we would shut the vents on the main floor, hoping that the air would be forced upstairs. We also had heated blankets on our beds, but it really wasn't a great solution to our problem because our downstairs was then cold in the morning.
I tried to solve the problem on my own by using conventional methods like duct tape and caulking and things that on the ductwork that I could see in the basement. But that was ineffective because our air leak was more in the walls than it was in the basement ductwork.
A lot of customers will go out and spend a lot of money on new heating and air conditioning equipment. They'll spend a lot of money on filters. They'll spend a lot of money on duct cleaning, and with no results. So sealing the ductwork is the key to good building performance, good heating and air conditioning performance, as well as significant improvement in indoor air quality.
People should call Aeroseal for a free consultation because a lot of folks just don't know what the issue might be. And if they're uncomfortable, there are only several solutions that can make you more comfortable in your house, and Aeroseal is definitely one of them.
We had a customer the other day that called because he was putting a new furnace in. He was putting a 95% efficient furnace in his house. And he realized that he was putting this 95% efficient furnace in a house with 40% efficient ductwork. How much sense does that make?
Well, my advice to anybody who has ductwork or who has experienced comfort problems, high energy bills, indoor air quality issues, is to seek out an Aeroseal representative and have them look at it and identify all the leaks and connection points, and then ultimately have that process done.
The Aeroseal air duct sealing system uses a simple two-step process: diagnose and seal. The first step in reaching the goal of a more comfortable, cleaner, and energy-efficient home is an in-depth computerized analysis session with Aeroseal.
Aeroseal will come to your house and give you a free analysis. We'll bring an infrared camera to identify if you have leaky ductwork. If so, then Aeroseal can help.
Aeroseal conducts a series of tests to analyze your duct system and identify leakage issues. These include a duct leakage analysis, a register temperature test, a room airflow test, a return air performance test, and a combustion safety test. When the testing is completed, we take you through the analysis step by step. We'll show you our report outlining any problems found and possible solutions.
When they came out to our home for the first time and looked at our ducts, they told us that there was an equivalent of an 8-inch hole in our ductwork, which meant that there were so many small and tiny leaks that much of the air, the heating and the air conditioning, was not even getting to where it needed to be.
Sealing the air duct system in your entire home typically requires only 4 to 8 hours and starts with preparing your home and setting up the Aeroseal system.
First, the technician will install foam plugs into all air duct openings. An access hole is cut into the supply or return plenum, and a temporary collar is attached. The Aeroseal injection machine is then connected to the duct system using a long, flexible plastic tube. A patented computer-controlled injection machine heats up adhesive particles suspended in a liquid. As the particles are heated, they dry up and become suspended in air. A fan blows these small, dry, adhesive particles into the temporarily blocked duct system. The particles move through the ducts, and as they approach a small hole, the air is forced into a small space as it tries to escape. The particles stick to the side of the hole, and as more and more particles repeat the same action, the hole is filled.
We were amazed by how fast Aeroseal was installed in our home. There was no mess, there was no cleanup after the crews came in. It was a very quick and easy process.
We noticed quite an improvement in our the airflow to those rooms that are far away from the furnace. We actually could see our window treatments reacting to more airflow. We could feel it. We could feel that the temperature was more balanced. So it really made a big difference for us.
I've known about Aeroseal for the past 12 to 15 years when it first came out, and I'm a huge fan of it because that technology allows the ductwork to be sealed from the inside. Conventional duct sealing, you would use a mastic, and would have to physically get to all the gaps, joints, and holes in the ductwork. And in many homes that's impossible, whether it be a finished ceiling or ductwork going up a wall, where Aeroseal will seal all the ductwork from the inside.
Homeowner after homeowner has found the Aeroseal process works. In fact, it is so effective, it won the Best of What's New award from Popular Science magazine. They called it the most effective, affordable, and viable method of sealing the central heating and cooling ductwork in your home. It won the Best New Home Product award from This Old House for being a home energy conservation game changer. And it won the Energy 100 Award from the U.S. Department of Energy, who rated the Aeroseal process as one of the 23 most beneficial technologies available to American consumers that has come out since the agency was created.
I think anybody with a forced air furnace would automatically want to consider this rather than disrupting their house by tearing off all the drywall.
After the Aeroseal process was complete, the results were very noticeable. There was so much more heat coming through our vents. Our furnace was not turning on as much because our house was staying warmer. And our utility bills have gone down significantly.
The Aeroseal process will improve the duct system, identify leakage, and increase airflow. But most importantly, it will increase comfort, improve air quality, and reduce energy consumption.
People should use Aeroseal because every single house out there with metal ductwork is leaking ductwork, and it's costing everyone that owns those homes a lot of money.
There's nothing out there like Aeroseal. It's the most effective, unique process to seal your ductwork.
Simply put, Aeroseal is the #1 duct sealing solution out there for you as a homeowner.
The Aeroseal duct sealing system effectively seals your home's ductwork from the inside using a UL-tested and approved sealing material. It's clean, safe, and guaranteed for 10 years. You'll see immediate energy savings and a noticeable improvement in home comfort. To find out more about the Aeroseal duct sealing system and for a free ductwork analysis, call Aeroseal of Northeast Ohio at 440-269-8282. Call today.